Little darling, it's been a long, long, lonely winter. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, here comes the sun. I say, it's alright. Little darling, the smiles are returning to the faces. Little darling, it seems like years since they've been there. Here comes the sun, here comes the sun. I say, it's alright.
This is Ray, and this will be a cancer video for my pancreatic cancer friends. Adenocarcinoma stage 3, 10-year survivor, going on 11. Want to talk a little bit about all the emotions. I'm not a real technical person. I don't know a lot about pancreatic, the technical aspects of pancreatic cancer. I simply talk about the emotional impact of the surgery, the diagnosis, the symptoms that you deal with, the anxieties, fears, and stuff like that. And besides wanting to know, I belong to a lot of pancreatic sites, and besides wanting to know the best hospitals and the best surgeons and stuff like that, people generally are looking for hope. And it's an intangible thing with this cancer especially. There is a reason. You got to be realistic. There is a reason that pancreatic cancer is down at the bottom of the list in survival rates. You can't deny that. If you do, you're just lying to yourself. But there is hope, and there is reason to be hopeful. I'm not the only long-term survivor. I mean, one of the advantages of knowing so many pancreatic cancer patients is that I've met many long-term survivors. I mean, I traveled to meet them. I've been in LA, and I've been in Las Vegas, and I've been in New York and Carolina and Myrtle Beach. They weren't just funny little names on the screen. These are real live people. And many of them are long-term survivors with all stages. The one problem you hit is stage 4. Stage 4 is a deadly cancer. But I know people with stage 4 who have been treated, had the tumor shrink back off of the aorta, and have the Whipple, the surgery, and are alive. And so there's hope for stage 4 too. But you've got to look at this cancer realistically. And I always have from day one. They actually told me that 2 years, possibly 3, I could possibly make 5, but they were not very optimistic. And this didn't come from one source. This came from several medical sources. Like, don't make any long-range plans. And so I lived my life basically expecting the other shoe to drop. And I spent my money accordingly. And now I'm dead, flat, broke. Man, I lost so much money when I went on Social Security disability. I'm not going to lie to you. The Whipple is a butt-kicking operation that really did a number on my quality of life. I dropped from 186 pounds. I think the lowest was 117. I have shot back up to 123 or 124 or something like that. But I am weak. I don't have a lot of endurance. I still battle depression, which is a big part of this cancer. And it's not like having the blues. It's chemical. They cut away at your pancreas, and that throws your chemical balance, off kilter. And so I have dealt with that, and over the last 10 years, I don't even want to go into all the different aspects of the post-Whipple. But everybody is different. Everybody has their own way of dealing with this cancer and their own stories. And many people do not have the problems that I have. I'm a terrible patient. From the beginning, I've been a bad patient, and I'm still a bad patient. And I skipped scans. I skipped chemo treatments. I refused radiation. I just said, I don't know. Maybe it was my age or just my personality, but I refused really to let this cancer consume me because I seen what it was doing to my personality. It affected me. There's no question. When you lose your job that you love and you don't have that camaraderie with your work friends anymore, and you're pretty much isolated. People still love you. I mean, I understand. I mean, I was the same way. I didn't contact people that I knew had cancer all the time. I had a life to live. But it didn't mean that I didn't care about them. And so I understand why the phone doesn't ring all the time. And besides, a lot of times I don't want the phone to ring. I kind of isolate myself and hide out. And pancreatic cancer will do that to you. And all cancer is bad. But man, when you're looking at breast cancer with an 86% survival rate and prostate cancer with like a 98% survival rate, and then you look at pancreatic cancer and you're like 4%, it's like, something's going on and you got to deal with it. You just got to look at it like, so many people when it comes to scans and getting results are just in a total mess. I mean, they even got a name for it now, scanxiety, and which is pretty clever. But I didn't never worry about it. I really didn't. I just, okay, if I got to go, I'm gone, and I feel bad for the people that I'll be leaving behind. In fact, I think a lot of pancreatic cancer patients hang on, not necessarily because of their will to live, but they hang on because of the caretakers, the people that love them. I know personally people that have went through hell in treatments and operations and stuff like that. That if it was just them, they wouldn't have done it. But because there were people that loved them, they were willing to go through these things to spare them the pain. And I might fit into that, because I've already made up my mind. If by chance I have a reoccurrence, I'm not going to treat it. I'm just not going to go through the hell of chemo and all the crap that comes along with it. I'm just not. I'm just gonna fade out gently and go softly into that good night. I'm not gonna fight it. And I've had a long talk with my wife, and she understands that. It's affected my quality of life with the relationships too. So I'm not sure what benefit this cancer video is. Just only want to offer hope to those out there struggling, but never lose sight of the fact that this is a deadly cancer, and you've got to be hopeful and realistic at the same time, which is not the easiest thing in the world to do. But look at me. I'm still here. I went through hell, but I still have good days. Today's a good day. Yesterday was a beautiful day. I worked in the yard for like 3 hours, and so this cancer has a rhythm to it, and you just got to kind of get used to it, and you do. You kind of get used to it. And so for all my cancer friends out there, good luck to you, and I love you, and I know what you're going through, and so I'll be talking to you later. Excuse me for smoking.
I've got a feeling we could be serious, girl. Right at this moment, I could promise you the world.
Life is good.
Before we go crazy, before we explode,
Go.
there's something about it, baby, you got to know. You got to know. I get off on 57 Chevy. I get off on screaming guitar. Like the way it gets me every time it hits me. I've got it